Welcome back to Enlightened Trading. I'm your host Conrad, and we'll have another look at crypto markets today. So, as usual, starting off with my TradingView page, go check it out. Like some posts, follow me there if you didn't want to miss out on important announcements here regarding price for stocks, Bitcoin, and so on. So definitely make sure you follow me there. And also make sure you are subscribed to my Instagram page or follow me there at least. And like some posts, do some good things. And yeah, so starting off as usual, if you did not see already, well, we dumped quite hard here, as you can see. Well, we are now in kind of the void, in my opinion. We broke all important resistances I talked about. We are on the verge of coming back again above the 200-day moving average. This will be one of the more significant factors. If we manage to close above it and only have a wick down below it, then we can say that this moving average held once more. If we actually manage to close significantly below it, then I think there is a big likelihood that we drop even lower. And I can tell you where this target would be then. But as I mentioned, this support cluster was broken significantly with today's candle, and now down 6%. We are currently on a 4-hour, and this is one of the more interesting charts. You can see we are getting oversold quite heavily here in the 20s, almost getting into the teens on the RSI. What is interesting is that we are now on an 8 and we are coming up to 9 in 1.5 hours. So maybe this 9 will bounce back to 9,000. If we manage to get back to 9,000, I don't know if we will just retest and consolidate to go lower. We have to wait and see. But yeah, I've scaled in even more. I'm now down quite a lot. Maybe I did make some mistakes. Just hope I can recover and go back to trading once more. Yeah, well, I think that this was the more unlikely scenario in my opinion. Well, it happened, so what you gotta do? I don't like for these bottoms. I want to see a V-shaped recovery with strong volume. You can see this volume climax here down here, and what I also wanted to show is that looking at this on Binance, here's the Binance where volume is more steady. You can see how it increased the volume here in the past few days. So this seems like it's going to be a climax. Maybe this will be an indicator that we will bounce higher. But yeah, as I mentioned, we can still drop lower. This is Bitcoin, and it likes to do these kind of things. Is the uptrend in danger? That's a very good question. Well, as I mentioned, we have to wait and see how this candle closes around here, and if it's adequately similar fake like it was back here, where we held above the 200-day but then closed below it. The 200-day is now again once more declining, but it's more flattening out than anything else. Set up a trend line broken, to a 50-day broken. Especially even if we close, we would have to get back to 9,250-ish to manage to close above the 50-day and set up trend line, and I mean a bit less to close above the 200-day, but still to signal strength to this market, and that would of course be a perfect reverse candle, but it doesn't have to be that way. So yeah, not looking too nice. What is one of my more important targets is 8,500, and you can see it was important support here in the past. and also the 21 and 50 weekly moving average is coming up, and actually both are currently aligning. This would actually be sort of a death cross of the 21 going below the 50. Depends on how important this will be, but we could still drop lower and touch those to maybe bounce price. But yeah, of course, I don't like to see this this parabolic dump here over smaller term time frames. We're now getting almost into the vicinity of being oversold on daily. Bitcoin likes to do oversold bounces, especially in bull markets. You can actually see it here. But if I go back to Bitstamp, you can see how in these bull markets we come back to the RSI on the bottom, getting oversold on a daily to bounce back and climb higher and down once more. You can see in the past how we bounce higher, then we held for a couple of weeks. We bounce once more here on the bottom, go higher, and yeah, you can see how it do here on the RSI daily. Of course, that very much depends if we manage to get higher. But also in these bull markets, you can see how we come back above the RSI overbought level, and that's actually not what we did back here. We didn't get overbought, and that's actually kind of a weak sign for Bitcoin, in my opinion. Meaning that this is still acting as resistance. Is it too surprising? Well, no. Bulls were getting quite weak here on the top, and this line is just looking better the further this downtrend continues. Of course, congrats to the shorts who entered on this 9 and made some bank. I didn't. So what you gonna do? Still, the 4-hour time frame, as I mentioned, is coming up to a 9. 9s have been quite significant, except for this one. But this will be a double 9 on a 4-hour. Maybe this will send price higher. As I mentioned, we still have just over an hour to go here on a 4-hour. And Ethereum is actually holding up a bit better than Bitcoin. You can see how we bounced here on the 15-minute time frame. But what is more important is 4-hour, creating a nice reversal candle with a touch of the 200-day. This is of course also a very steep drop, getting oversold here on the RSI. Volume climax here on Coinbase on the 4-hour could signal a bottom formation, but we have to wait and see. But still, this is you can see how we climb higher in this volume, and this could now signal a bottom, maybe even a reversal to the upside here on Ethereum. It depends also, of course, on what Bitcoin does, but Ethereum can lead the way. That wouldn't be a big problem, in my opinion. Daily, and yeah, you can still see a steep drop. For this to be a sort of a reversal candle, we would have to close in the vicinity of 235-ish for any strong signs. But yeah, this symmetrical triangle was broken to the downside here on the daily on Ethereum, and yeah, we are now looking for a higher low here on the daily once more, or actually a little lower to maybe create a lower high. Yeah, so well, of course, pretty bearish price action in general. Maybe this trend line will be of importance. But yeah, as I mentioned, we want to see a close above, basically above 9,000 would be pretty bullish for Bitcoin. But if we close above the 200-day, that will also be not too bad, but still pretty bearish in my opinion. Maybe signaling that we are going to see a drop to 8,500 and maybe then see a bounce. But of course, we can also just break lower. Although I do think that this trend is pretty healthy, even with this retracement, which is not too uncommon. maybe if I pull up a fib retracement, yeah, I mean, it kind of works, but not really. We didn't even get to the 0.5. Maybe this will be a reason why we're going to go to 8,500, but Bitcoin is currently holding up not too bad. So yeah, still it didn't even touch the 0.5 on this bull move yet, which is not too bad and actually quite bullish. You want to see prices either touch the 0.382 or the 0.5 in bull markets, and to then climb higher once more. Gold is also holding up not too badly here on daily, topping on 9, but didn't get into a red count, and now again into a green count here on the TD sequential. So still looking pretty bullish, holding up not too badly. We could retrace to points, I mean to 1,600 to still be bullish. Markets in general are now open, and they are currently declining once more. Also, a reason why gold is also most likely holding up, but Bitcoin is dumping. Interestingly, the Bitcoin dominance chart, completing this this bull flag here of a reversal sign, touching the prior resistance pretty nicely here on the dominance chart. Yeah, also of course the 50-day coming up nicely. Weekly also at resistance, currently on a 7. Maybe we will get a 9 in 2 weeks. This could then set up maybe for a bigger bounce, but until then we retested here and broke lower. Currently 1 hour is at support. Depends on how this closes and what happens in the next few days. Maybe this will be a touch and we break lower. We cool off RSI sufficiently. Yeah, so Ethereum now again climbing a bit higher, not looking too bad. Just checking in here on the side. Yeah, so Ethereum doesn't look too bad. Maybe we'll get a bounce in Bitcoin too, to climb higher. I'm going to look at this in the smaller time frames. Yeah, not looking too bad. Maybe if we break above like 8,765, okay, and we just did. Or maybe we will see a bounce higher. But Ethereum is currently doing so. Yeah, Lycon of course also down pretty hard. Core getting very oversold, most likely on a 4 hour. Yeah, nice reversal candle. I mean, this is an 8. Yeah, also 9 in an hour approximately. Could be of importance here also on Litecoin. Yeah, Bitcoin actually looking the weakest. I mean, it's not down as much, of course, but the candle formation doesn't look too nice. I very much like this volume climax here. Maybe if we go to Coinbase, Bitcoin, yeah, also big volume, not as much as on Ethereum, but that's not too important. Okay, yeah, as I mentioned, this could only be a retest of support. What is interesting is that the Euro chart of Bitcoin, right here, is touching the 200-day a bit nicer and actually never really broke below it. So maybe this will, we could look at that for further clues. We also broke higher significantly here, also topping on the 9. So in general, very similar, but a bit more bullish regarding the moving averages. Yeah, I think that's it actually. Did I actually record? Yes, I did record. Thank you, thank God. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Well, what is there to talk about, or what did I talk about? And just to summarize, we broke key support. We have to go. We have to close above the 200-day to still give hopes for bulls, and to reverse to the upside. Maybe this reversal will only be a retest, and we get into consolidation further. We have to wait and see. But yeah, so I mean, not as expected, but trading. That's just trading, man. Things don't happen as you think they will. Yeah. So what I want just to stretch out further is that this 9 is coming on the 4 hour. Maybe this will bounce higher. So that will be the end. I hope you are not too sad and too down with this price action. Yeah. Also, the monthly isn't looking good with this reversal candle here, and yeah, you can see this is a reversal candle, so that's not too good. Maybe if we close higher, then it's an indecision doji, and it will be once more. But yeah, I mean, that's it. Hope you had a great day. Even though prices are currently down, I should actually using this like that. I should be using this like that. But whatever. Hope you aren't too down and manage to keep your head high. See you guys and girls, you people, back next time. Bye.